As we all know, a lot of good weapons are in tiers, and a lot of them are really worth farming for. In this video, I will try and show you a couple tricks that should and hopefully make your runs faster and more efficient. Let's go! This first trick will allow you to have the second round in tiers, one that takes place inside the rock, I guess, be the same one as the first round you just had. So let's say if your first round is Hive, if someone is doing this trick, it will guarantee having Hive the second time as well. So this trick pretty much consists in you going to the second area before your team is actually done with the first round. To do so, you actually have to wait for the first objective completed, otherwise the death barrier will be too high and you die. So look at the clip at the back in the background and follow that. It should be easy enough. To actually make the gap, you can use wall skate, you can use daybreak, you can use, I guess, iron flying. As long as you're high enough, it should work. So after getting here, you're actually going to have to wait for your team to complete the first round. So you're just gonna chill where I'm standing right here, and you're just going to wait. In every case, you just have to wait here. The only exception is if you have Fallen as the first one, because in the Fallen round you're actually going to get teleported. To not get teleported, you are just going to go at the back of the room next to the Cabal door, just stand literally next to it, and you should be getting teleported. After the first round is completed, the wheel will appear in front of you and you will be able to spin it, but you will not have reached the next tier in theory. So you're gonna spin the wheel and then go back and hit the checkpoint, which for some reason the game still thinks you're in the first round and will just repeat the first round. As you can see, I am getting Cabal a second time. As I did in the clip, you can delay the spin of the wheel so that you give your team more time to actually get Star Horse. Especially if you're in a random lobby, don't be a dick and start it instantly. Just let your team have some fun. This trick does work in the higher difficulties of theirs, and it is especially interesting when the weak is the Hive and the boss is Cabal, because you can make sure to have Hive twice in a row and then Cabal, which is just the best rotation. This next trick is actually very simple. As long as you get Star Horse, instead of getting Joining Allies and then losing Star Horse, you can quickly die and your ghost is actually gonna get transported to the next encounter. But when you rest yourself, you're just not gonna lose the Star Horse buff. This does work for both times where you get Star Horse. Next trick is again very simple. As long as you have a core in hand and you just literally just melee the guys with the shield, you're still going to remove the shield without actually having to use your core, meaning you're just going to be more efficient with one core. If you find yourself fighting Crota as a boss, you can use mainly Tractor, because Div doesn't work, but Tractor does work on Crota, meaning that your sword will do more damage. You can add on top of that stuff like Empyrean Rift, Well, Bubble, to make your swords do even more damage. If you want to use stuff like Felwinter's Helm or even Power Rasputin with a Warmind cell next to him. You can use that, but they are a lot harder to set up. Lastly, if you're for the majority just doing solo runs, I would highly recommend running a Shield Bash item. It will make you able to just pretty much solo the bosses, kill most of the majors in one shot. It just makes your life a lot easier and your runs will be a lot faster. Okay, these are, I think, at least for me, the most important tricks. There's a couple more that I could add, but these are the main ones that I think people should know of. This also was my first video where I do this commentary style. If there's anything that you want to see, you could tell me. I'm gonna try to get better. Okay, I am done talking now. Everyone that is watching, take care and see you next time, I guess.